Hi there, and welcome to my Soul Authority channel. I'm Lorraine Van Tool, transformational life coach, holistic psychologist, and meditation guide. I'm staking out the safe spiritual space in solidarity so we can hear our authentic voice over all the noise and realign ourselves with clear choice. This is at the heart of Soul Authority. If you felt burned out and low, join us in rekindling our inner fires and getting back in the flow. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is go right in the center, in the epicenter of our soul. I'm literally I'm gonna teach you a way to um recharge it, but I have to also, sort of tell you what's happening. There is like inside of myself before we're even doing, there's literally like this part of me like jumping up and down with joy, just so excited to teach it. But I think it's just naturally there already, just excited about the process about teaching this. So I guess what I'm trying to say, that is the end result of lots of practice of doing that. It's also not just energy, it's just a natural joy and happiness, regardless of what's happening around us. So this, let me see how am I best gonna describe it. First of all, it is in the heart center. It's in the sternum, not where your physical heart is necessarily, but like sort of if I had to tap sometimes, and at times I have tapped, so it goes from the core. Core is a little bit more agency and power or determination to do that, but it is more in the sternum, and at times I've tapped it to get it more alive. So you can do that, like to be able to focus your mind. It's almost like think of yourself as a sharpshooter, and you just gotta really focus on that target. It's kind of like that when I drop in my mind just immediately woo, focuses on what's that spot. So as soon as I hit that spot, it's like a surge of energy and excitement. And this is the epicenter, what I call the epicenter of your life energy, that fuels your heartbeat, your breath, your parasympathetic nervous system from that keeps it going. So it's an immediate reverence and appreciation for the gift of life. But the meditation that came to me yesterday or the day before was this beautiful image of a galaxy. So you know how we have beautiful now images, photographies, and the colors of the galaxies that exist in the universe. The reason why I'm seeing this also is because I ran into in the yoga studio that I go to a galaxy swirling lamp. And these are so sophisticated right now. They literally look like these galaxies. And then they have little speckles of like light. And I didn't even know how this was produced. I thought there was paint with speckles and then there's white light or something. And it was like, no, it's all coming from this little lamp, this swirling light, and it's about $20. And I bought it for my daughter because, and I had a little note like reach for the stars, from love, mom and dad, like little tokens of love. But anyway, the point being, that inspired me, and I just started thinking about this heart center, this target that could be much more, less fancy and concrete and sort of straight to the point as this galaxy. Like we all have this beautiful nebula galaxy in our center. And there are billions and trillions of them, of stars and who knows how many galaxies. But imagine yourself. Yeah, right? Like that. You are a center, epicenter, a center of life. And just like a galaxy, there's beautiful lights and swirling patterns and things coming from your heart center. And influencing your life, your health, your body, all the things you're here to do, all your things you've already done, all the things you're meant to do. And that's how I, think of charging the battery, or how, if I have to express what that feels like. So it's joy, it's awe, it's beauty, it's right, like appreciation. And all of us, I see all of us kind of like that. You all have it in you. But most of the time, it's not like we are not getting something, we're not whole, we're just covering it up with our fear, our patterns, our confusion, our habits, our fights for this, really, in distorted or projected onto something else, hoping that, whether it's a partner, a job, money, or whatever. But ultimately, this is kind of what we want to experience, right? Just feeling full and free. And so just imagine now that this is completely in your power. You can access this. Think of your own galaxy. Think of the colors, how it swirls, what it looks like. And you can plug into it sort of to light it up, like this light that I bought for my daughter. Just whenever you feel awful, oh yeah, let's remember to plug this in and stare at it. And fill up your being. And then I want you to think of it like that, totally interdependent from whatever the hell is happening in your life, right? Just let's say you did get this light, which I hope you do. I can also send you the link for that. Doesn't matter what is going on. If you feel you need a moment to look at your nebula, I think you can adjust it and pick the colors you want and the patterns you want. That is all within your control, within your prerogative, and you can fill up. Hopefully, you do that exactly when you need it, not when you're in good space and on a high. You don't need it then. You need it exactly when you're feeling low and dark. Then you need a little light, you need a little reminder. Maybe you start thinking, oh yeah, now it's dark, it's gonna look even more beautiful. It's gonna be, I'm gonna appreciate it even more. That's how it should be, right? I forgot that I had this in my back pocket. I forgot that this is mine. I forgot that I could land on this because all this was distracting me. So it's apples and oranges, two totally different things. So we have just a few minutes. Let's combine it with the sanctuary. You can maybe lean against your tree and experience, your sanctuary during the day, and at night, right? Metaphorically, when the lights go off or when you feel like disoriented, you don't know where's what, what's what and whatnot. You have, this nebula, the stars to connect to. And this thing that you do see, this thing that you do know is always there. And maybe it's kind of the opposite, where during the day, actually, we have other things, but we get distracted, right? It's the same idea now. There's so much happening that you forget that you have a tree, you forget that you have a sanctuary, you forget you have a bubble. The bubble starts with you. And then you can wish that and recreate it in the space with another, this healthy pattern. But you can't do that. It's just impossible. You can't do that if you don't have the pattern under your belt yet. To me, it's just a waste of energy to fumble and blame and sort of be disappointed with somebody else setting a pattern or doing something for you that you need to have under your belt. So daytime could be challenging for a whole other set of reasons. Do the same thing have structure, order, ways to refuel yourself, maybe with the tree and all that. And you can still remember, even though you don't see it now, the stars and this nebula, whatever this galaxy, you know it's there. And maybe when it gets dark, instead of hating the dark or being afraid of it, you have a different attitude now. It's like, oh, now I get to see what I'm really made of, or whatever, however you want to call it. Regardless what it is, day, night, or in between, the point being is there is a part of yourself that you must take full responsibility for. That is your soul authority. That is the story about yourself, your healing, how you're aligning things, how things fall in place. It's the foundation for life, for you, for your relationships, for all that you do. And yes, you'll make better and better choices, more aligned choices, the more aligned you are. But if you're polarized, you might think you're making aligned choices, but you're just going back and forth, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. You're really not making any leeway. You're not moving the needle to new terrain at all, actually. So there's still a trajectory of learning where you can do this for a while and sort of like, oh, okay, I've done this for however long. Now I see it's just, it does feel different day, whatever, but it is the same story, and that is totally clicking now. So now I'm ready to have a more integrated approach. And the interdependent stage is like a yin yang, and it's way more fluid, more agile than polarizing and rigid good bad, because the yin yang, it's literally within a span of 10 minutes it could have been black white, but and you just like walking, you have to make quick adjustments. That could be extreme, that could be subtle, but you have to be agile and be in tune with yourself and balance to assess what adjustment is needed. So this is how you do it, where you have a self, but no identity, no attachment, no set patterns, other than flow or a certain sense of harmony, just like with earth and the weather patterns and whatnot. And that is your best gauge in terms of deciding it's now a little bit too much white, we got to go to black. So it's a little difficult, right? Because it's sort of night, day, night, day, night, day, night, day, like all throughout the day. But we're using sort of the bigger cycle to have you understand how to appreciate both of these aspects of life and ourselves, so that we're not grasping towards and aversive towards the other. And once you get the value of both, then throughout your day, dealing with whatever energy, you're very agile and moving and adjusting however you need to. Okay, so let that just really deeply sink in. It even has to do with, yeah, how we hold the energy in our body, our digestion, all the places we're stuck. You can get all kinds of help, whether it's acupuncture or massages or different things to move that energy along, or yoga, because we do have set trauma patterns, stress patterns, fight or flight patterns that keep things, a certain way. And working on our body and the flow in our body is half the battle, so to speak, for us to be agile with flowing the energy throughout ourselves. So it's starting to flow and feel still a little heavier, but this is exactly the way to do it, to really pay attention to any places that are stagnant, stuck, compacted, constricted, and try all the little tricks and things I taught you to bring spaciousness in it, to maybe boil it with some water, dilute it, massage it. I've had people sort of do all kinds of things to break it down. So let your guides just show you how to do that. Okay, so now we're just gonna slowly come back to the room, stretch a bit, feel yourself, your mind sinking in more with your everyday tasks and logistics. Bring your energy back into the here and now. And when you're fully back in the present moment, in the here and now, open your eyes. Thank you for joining me today in staking out spiritual space in solidarity and in community. Please share this video and the Zoom link below with anyone who would love some support in hearing their authentic voice over all the noise and realign with clear choice. I offer me time through meditation virtual meetings every second and fourth Monday of the month from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. PST. If you would like deeper and more personalized guidance, how to heal, love, lead with soul authority, please visit me at soulauthoritycoaching.com or thesacredhealingwell.com for more information.